Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. I want us to address an issue that of late Kenya Kwanza have been using to hoodwink and to cheat Kenyans. Anytime there is a problem, Kenya Kwanza always finds something or somebody to blame. When they came to power, they told Kenyans that the situation was bad because of Uhuru and Raila. And they kept asking for more time. Give us 3 months, give us 4 months, give us 1 year. Let us first read our budget. So they read their budget, but the situation is still worsening. And I still remember, and Kenyans can still remember this, Ruto saying that government to government oil deal was going to make things better. That has actually worsened things. Yes. So anytime they fail, they always find somebody to blame. 1 year down the line, the situation in Kenya has worsened. The situation has worsened. I want us to have a look at a post by Pauline Njoroge, a post that is going to inform the basis of our analysis right now. Pauline Njoroge, let us look at global prices now that the Tanga Battalion keeps using that to try and justify the burden they are placing on Kenyans. In May 2022, crude oil per barrel was $122.71. Pump price in Kenya was below Kenya shillings 160. Today, crude oil per barrel is $93.93. Pump price in Kenya is above shillings 200. Can someone please explain this phenomenon? And I've actually taken my time to confirm whether what Njoroge is saying is actually true. And for my research, the figures are more or less the same. So what Njoroge is saying is actually true. Very true. Crude oil last year, when Uhuru Kenyatta was the president, crude oil was more expensive than it is today. So naturally, petrol, diesel ought to have been cheaper in Kenya today than they were last year. Ruto and his team have been telling Kenyans that the situation globally has worsened, and some of their naive supporters are believing them. Some of their naive supporters are believing them. I want us to dissect into this for Kenyans to understand exactly what's happening here, because this is important for Kenyans to know the truth, because the politicians will never give them the truth. I want Kenyans to know the truth here. Before we do that, let me remind our fans that we have so far raised 41,000 Kenya shillings, 41,000, and we intend to raise 100,000. We started the fundraising yesterday, a fundraising that should enable us here buy a good camera that will enable us bring you quality videos with proper sounds. Our budget for the camera is 100K. We started the challenge yesterday. In about 1 day, we have raised 41,000. I know we can hit the target today. We can hit the target today because, just as I did tell you, tomorrow will be the last day. I don't want us to talk about this fundraising after tomorrow. So for this, those sending their contributions, channel your contributions to that number below there. That's my M-Pesa number, 0722 735 065. Channel all your contributions to that number. And let me also acknowledge some of our fans here who have sent their contributions. Yes, because yesterday I heard some of the people who sent their contributions. Let me thank Lynette Kimata. Thank you, Lynette. Let me thank Angelina Pondi from Norway. Thank you, Angeline, for your contributions, or rather for your contribution that has been received. Let me thank Francis Njoroge. Your contribution has been received. Let me thank Lydia Makoa. Let me thank Antonio Mwenga. Let me thank Geoffrey Birika. Let me thank David Githigiu, normally called Wabana. Thank you, Wabana, for your contribution. I know some have been seeing he's going under the name Wabana. Let me also thank Bretta. Bretta, we thanked you yesterday. Among a host of others, we stand at 41,000. I know we can hit our target today. Let us buy the camera in order for us to bring you quality videos for Kenyans to understand what's happening in our country. Let's continue with our analysis. Yes, you've seen for yourself that last year crude oil was more expensive than today. So let's also compare Kenya to our neighbors, Tanzania and Uganda, for Kenyans to understand what's happening here. If you compare Kenyan shillings against Ugandan shillings, in the last 1 year, you are seeing the graph there. Kenyan shillings has been losing against Ugandan shillings. That's in 1 year. Just see that steep decline. Now let's compare Tanzania and Kenya. You are now seeing it again the last 1 year. Things have worsened. So Kenya is not only performing bad globally, but even compared to our East African neighbors, Kenya is even performing worse off. So Ruto and his team, they should not tell us that the situation is bad everywhere. The situation in Kenya is worsening more than any other country, most probably in the whole world. It all boils down to a bogus leadership. There is no explanation other than a bogus leadership. Corruption in this government has seriously increased. People who have been appointed to top government positions are not fit holding public offices. They are corrupt individuals. The two topmost leaders are not fit holding public offices. The situation is only but going to worsen. How I wish my Kenyan brothers and sisters can see this open blunders being perpetuated by incompetent individuals being called leaders. It all boils down to leadership, ladies and gentlemen. It's got nothing to do with the global whichever. It's all got to do with leadership. When you have a president even threatening investors, that can just tell you where Kenya is heading to. When you have a president only appointing people from his tribe, that is a president or a leader who can never and will never get it right. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to channel your contributions to that number below. And for those who also don't know, we unveiled our new channel yesterday where you can also catch get us there for raw political analysis. The new channel is Dennis Live. I've also pinned the link of the new channel on the first comment. Yes, I've pinned it on the first comment there. Just tap on the link. It will take you to our new channel. Make sure you subscribe and also make sure you share the video out with with other Kenyans for them to know we are there. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.